Hello. Hi. What's good? What's up? Hello. Hi there. Did you watch the treasure drama? I did. My reaction's already up. I do not spoil the cookie video though. I still have to watch that one. I still have to watch the cookie video on Weverse. So I'll do a reaction video to that, and that has to go on Patreon since that's paid content. So yeah. Hello everybody. Welcome. How's everyone doing? I just have research consultation today. What kind of consultation or what kind of research? Is my music too loud? It's probably too loud. Hi, have a great day. You too, have a great day. Just ate my lunch. What was for lunch? Okay, JEONGWOO and Weverse is asking fans for our guess who's the ghost. I saw on Weverse. I got the notification. He's like really bad at lying. JEONGWOO everywhere. He has been many times in pair reading. Yes, he has. Jan, in the reaction, I love the part when you explained about the card Yoshi was holding. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, he was holding a card. That was pretty much my cue to bring out my cards. I had a feeling that was going to happen anyway, so I had my Lenormand and Tarot deck next to me just in case. So it's perfect. I will do that for every episode just in case. So Sinigang na hipon. Yum. I love sinigang. Sinigang. Let's see. Do I have everything? Okay. Consultation for my group's topic and statement of the problem to be validated by an engineer in our school's college department. Wow. Random, but I like your Mickey jumper, ate. Thank you. This is old, actually. It literally says 2018. I mean, it's 2021 now, but I really love this one. I love it because it has, if you could see here, it's the different rides in Disneyland. See that? Well, not Disneyland. So this is Disneyland, that's Disneyland, that's Disneyland. This is Disney California Adventure, and so is this one. And then I think it's the same on this. Oh no, I don't have one on this side. Just this side. But thank you. Does anybody aware that Ghost was a dead person? Are we gonna have one of our boys dead, or the ghost just comes out of nowhere? I want to say something, but I'm not going to. I'll just leave it for the reaction videos. I want to say something, but I won't. Hi, Chris. All right, so I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If Yoshi can do tarot reading, does he know who the ghost is already? He can if big if he looked into it. But isn't it in like the teasers he accidentally finds it out? He accidentally finds the destiny of the, I don't know, we'll definitely see it in the progressing episodes, but yeah. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, if you guys just got in, welcome to the Blue Moon Lounge. You guys are returning, welcome back. Appreciate it. As you can see with the title, I will be reading DOYOUNG and JEONGWOO today. Did you watch the cookie clip? I did not yet, so please do not spoil it for me. don't spoil the cookie clip for me, please, because I have to still watch that and react to that. I can't post that on my YouTube channel, so I will just put it on Patreon. So yeah. Is it safe to play the Spirit of the Glass or the Sword as long as you finished it? It's a hit or miss. You really have to know what you're doing when you're playing that game, okay? You can't just be playing a Ouija board for the heck of it. You can't. You have to have positive intentions by doing that, because spirits can tell. And yes, you have to finish the Ouija board game. You have to end it. You have to properly close the portal, and so it could go back. If you don't, then you're not only leaving the spirit that you called for restless, but you're also leaving a portal for everything else to come out through the portal. So it's not, it depends. If you know what you're doing, you could play it safely, but if you are literally just doing it for shits and giggles, then I wouldn't advise it. I say that based off experience. Did you really pull cards for who the ghost is? I did. I didn't. Okay, I didn't ask my cards who the ghost is. I kind of went by every member. I went from Hyunsuk to Chonghwan, and I said, "Can you let me know who is the potential ghost? Is it Hyunsuk? Is it Jihoon? Is it Yoshi? Is it Jungkook?" I went down the line, and it didn't directly tell me who the ghost is, but the cards gave me clues about a few members. So there's a handful of members that told me clues about it. They didn't say yes, it didn't say no. It just gave me more clues, which actually makes a lot more sense. So I'm going to hold that. I'm going to save what the answers I got for the reaction videos on episode 2, episode 3, and going on forth. So it's interesting. It didn't give me, pretty much my guides were like, yeah, we're not going to tell you. You have to, you have to figure it out. You have to watch it. I was like, okay. The part of your reaction gave me ideas for my theory about the ghost. Nice. So on that note, I do have a question for you guys, because my memory has been crap these days. But in a previous live stream or a previous tarot hangout, I asked you guys, or I didn't ask you guys, I said to you guys that my angels and my guides told me ahead of time that this web drama is not what we think it is. It's going to be like a sad one, and it's a thriller, right? And I said, well, pretty much on that note, I just said it's not going to be that much of a horror web drama, but I don't remember which reading that was. Do you guys remember which reading that was? If you know, let me know, please, because my memory cannot recall which live stream that was. Can you recall? Because I can't remember. Was it the Mashiwu one? I don't remember, honestly. It was the Mashiwu? Okay. I need to go back, actually, and see. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to have to recheck Mashiwu's reading. Okay, everyone's saying Mashiwu. Okay, I will have to go to Mashiwu reading because, yeah, I just had a lot, again, a while back, my guides and my angels were saying, it's not what you think it is. And the ghost is not what you think it is. So, okay, cool. All right, thanks, guys. All right, on that note, we are going to start. We're going to read DOYOUNG and JEONGWOO, and I did meditate on the both of them. Your amnesia pills are effective at the gym. For me, I'm just very forgetful, or I forget some things. Okay, anyway, so Doyoung and JEONGWOO. Yeah, let's see. Is my audio okay, by the way, and the music's not too loud? Please let me know so I can adjust it if in case. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. So let's begin. Everyone ready for DOWOO? Who said CPR couple earlier, by the way? I saw that comment. I was like, CPR couple? You guys are funny. CPR couple, I cannot. Excited for Doyoung and JEONGWOO with extra softy hyung and loud tongseng. For real. For real, for real. Okay, I think my cards are good. Okay, so on that note, welcome guys to the Blue Moon Lounge. For those that are returning, welcome back. My name's Jan. I'm a tarot reader. Been a tarot reader for 18 years. And on that note, I will be reading Doyoung and JEONGWOO. But as you watch this live stream, I please kindly ask of you to watch it with a grain of salt. Do not take this too literally either. Anything I say out of these messages today are only relayed from the messages of the cards. I am in no association with Doyoung or JEONGWOO. So again, all my messages are relayed from spirit and from the cards. So anything I say today is not 100% definite, factual, or fixated. Nothing is set in stone. So on that note, why? Because the universe is always working, energy is always shifting, and Doyoung and JEONGWOO still have their own free will of choice to make their own future. Okay? So again, on that note, just watch this reading with a grain of salt and enjoy it for what it is. All right? On that note, I do still have personal readings open. I still have slots open for late November and then going on January. Yeah, none for December because December is pretty much booked for me and also holidays. So yeah. All right. And if you want me to read another idol, another group, another celeb, whoever, doesn't matter. Does not have to be YG artists. I have available slots for that as well. Okay. So everyone follow. Let's get into it. We're going to read Doyoung and JEONGWOO. Hi, Jen. I miss you. Aw. I miss you guys too. I've been waiting for DOWOO for so long. To the pair, I hope your rice is well cooked for the rest of your life. That is so funny, but really sweet. Alive if you Alive is mocking me again. Jihoon is not streaming with us today for Inkigayo. Maybe he will. I can't. You guys are seriously. Okay. On that note, I did meditate, right, on Doyoung and JEONGWOO. The energy is actually pretty chill today. Not chaotic, but not hyperactive either. Just chilling. But we'll ask the cards and double check. So, dear universe, dear spirit, dear guides, thank you for today. Thank you for this reading today as well. May you protect this reading. May you protect Doyoung, and may you protect JEONGWOO, myself, my guides, my ancestors, my angels, and also please protect the viewers of this reading as well. Thank you for this opportunity. On that note, yes. Oh, thank you. All right. On that note, may we actually tap into Kim Doyoung's energy today. Treasures Kim Doyoung. How is he doing today? How is he doing today? How is Kim Doyoung doing at this moment right now? How's Kim Doyoung doing at this moment? It's okay, just one card is fine. Thank you. How is Kim Doyoung doing right now? Yes. Okay, see, chill. Very chill. Interesting. So we have the King of Swords upright. We have the Seven of Cups upright. And then we have the Hierophant upright. So these cards, okay, when we let's talk about the King of Swords first. The King of Swords is much more thoughtful, plotting right now. He's like reorganizing his life, reorganizing his thoughts, going down the logical path, kind of like regrouping in his head in a sense. Why I say regrouping is because we have that 7 of Cups upright as well. So he's managing his options, seeing what he needs to get done, discerning, using discernment, using, categories and such. And then we have the Hierophant kind of amplifying what is his values, what is his priorities, and just, again, being responsible and holding himself accountable for today's checklist, to-do list. So it sounds like he's busy. I'm going to assume it's for his future exam. I think that's next week. I don't know. I think it's next week. Right, exactly. So yeah, makes sense. So he's pretty, not to say he's too serious right now, but he's just really focused at this point, because the 7 of Cups normally talks about discernment and, really organizing what your thoughts are. So, okay. Whoa, I just had deja vu. That is odd. Did I read DOWOO already? Whoa, what is going on? Did I just go through a time loop? What? Holy crap, what just happened? Sorry, guys. That was weird. That was really weird. Okay, whatever. I just feel like things repeated like twice all of a sudden. Anyway, okay, back to the reading. Okay, so Doyoung is focused. He did a discernment. Let's ask how JEONGWOO's doing. How is JEONGWOO doing? How's Park JEONGWOO doing right now? Oh, how's JEONGWOO doing right now? How is JEONGWOO doing? Oh, there we go. Whoa. That is odd. Okay. Are we getting synchronicities already? Okay, so it's funny. Earlier on Doyoung's energy, I had the 7 of Cups, indicating discernment. Now, for how do I say this? For JEONGWOO, we have the 7, another 7, but 7 of Pentacles this time. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. So he's also busy, but he's much more like on the works of progress. He's probably practicing right now, but he's like confident, like super confident today. Why? We have the Queen of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles together. So this is saying like, oh, I'm feeling good about what I'm doing with, whether my practice or what I'm studying for, what I'm trying to master. But the 7 of Pentacles is actually acknowledging his skills and being actually really patient today about it. So yeah, it sounds like both Doyoung and JEONGWOO are busy doing their own things, but JEONGWOO right now is like really confident and really just enlightened these days emotionally. He's pretty chill right now, especially with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is that emotionally chill vibe. So, okay, dope. On that note, we can proceed with this reading. So, I will answer my questions first because it is a dynamic reading. And when I'm done with mine, I will answer the pairs questions. So let us ask, what is the initial energy when both Doyoung and JEONGWOO first met? What was the initial energy when they both first met? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles upright. 10 of Pentacles upright means a really quick synchronicity, a really fast connection, a really cute bond as well. Feeling blessed, enjoying each other's company, clicking pretty instantaneously. Let's see, they also had a lot in common. They have a lot of kind of like same perspectives or same mindsets or same morals per se. So when you have the 10 of Pentacles for the both of them, it's pretty instant. Let's see what we Yep. Oh, okay. So the Five of Cups in reverse. That's nice. So I'm going to clarify who's who in this, but one of the members or one of the two felt very comfortable. It felt like a missing, like a puzzle fitting to another puzzle piece. Makes sense? It's like filling in the gaps kind of connection. So that's sweet. That's actually really nice because it looks, well, if we're kind of thinking about it, Doyoung is a Sagittarius, and he has an Aries moon. But you have Jongwoo as a Libra, but also with an Aries moon. So here's the thing: when you're comparing a Sagittarius versus a Libra, they're actually very polar opposite. They're exalted from each other. But if you're mixing in the similar Aries moons, that's what makes them similar. So it's like they're kind of like different, but then again, very similar. They just express their morals differently, if that makes all the more sense. Five of Cups in reverse. Like I said, it's like filling in the gaps. All right, filling in the gaps between each other. But let me clarify who felt that more. Let me clarify who felt that more. Who felt this more? Who feels this more? Is it Doyoung? Or is it, oh, Jongwoo? It's definitely Doyoung. Okay. So interesting. So the world card comes out for Doyoung's side. So this is clarifying that it's more Doyoung that feels this. That's like, oh, you know what? Jongwoo makes me like happy. Like he makes me comfortable in a sense. So I don't like mind hanging out with him. I don't mind talking to him about certain personal things, etc., etc. So it's like that fill in the gap, that comfortability between them. On Jongwoo's end, we have the Seven of Swords upright. For normal context, this would be a bad omen, but in this context, not really. It's just meaning that he's always been playful in general, but he can really, be himself too when it comes to Doyoung. So that's cool. I love it. Let's move forward. What was Doyoung's initial energy when they first met? Oops. Okay, the cards was all over the place. Let's try that again. What was Doyoung's energy, individual energy at the time? What was Doyoung's initial energy? Okay. Doyoung's individual energy at the time. Oh, nice. Okay, so Doyoung's individual energy at the time was indicated by the Empress. The Empress says he has been just progressing all the time. He's like a very fast learner. He's just rapidly progressing throughout, like, say, training and like even in school. So he is just always in a momentum, even since then, which is true. I feel that on Doyoung, even like today. Whenever I see Doyoung, I'm always seeing some sort of improvement in something. Like, I don't know, one day he's like he got better at dancing. Then another day he just got better at singing. Another day, like there's something he's always improving on. And I'm like, why is he unstoppable? Why is this kid unstoppable? Just chill out for a moment. So that Empress card is indicating that, and it's always been like that even since before. But at the same time, while he has been progressing in a lot of things and really quickly, we do have the Hierophant in reverse. So at the time, Doyoung was much more, because he was like still very young. At the time, the Hierophant in reverse says that he had a lot to think about of like what's to come in the future. How serious is he going to take this career path? How serious and how much more is he going to invest, kind of thing. So again, while he has been really progressing, he knows the more he progresses, the more he improves. This is also a time for him to think, well, if I'm going to be, going all out, then I really have to think, what else do I want coming out of this career, right? So I mentioned before that Doyoung has this habit astrologically through his Capricorn Mercury. Capricorn Mercury has a habit of thinking way ahead of themselves and just kind of logically thinking what they got to do before they even do it. They pretty much think before they act, kind of thing. And you can tell that Do-young does that a lot, even as simple as when he conversates with you or he does a little speech. He's always thinking of what to say. And again, it's just kind of like part of his nature. So anything of that sort would mean that, again, through and through, he's always going to make plans. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. For JEONGWOO, what was JEONGWOO's individual energy at the time? Cute. That cutie pie. What was JEONGWOO's individual energy at the time? What a cutie pie. See, he may be a Libra, right? JEONGWOO may be a Libra, but that Aries moon is strong, okay? That Aries moon is strong. But let me double check real quick on his other placements. Right. He has a Leo Venus, so that makes a lot of sense. So first is we have the Ace of Wands upright, right? So this is fire sign energy. It is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So JEONGWOO has an Aries moon and a Leo Venus, but then we also have the Sun card, which is also Leo card. Okay, so his individual energy was just bright, fun, uplifting, passionate. Though timid and shy, again, once you get like really close to him and once he warms up to you, he's like unbeatable, like he's unstoppable. So even then, even though he could be kind of shy at first, his individual energy on his own was just very eager, very passionate, high tension, as we know and love about him. So yeah, always eager, always trying new things, always, curious and fascinated, and just he spreads that kind of energy. So yeah. Okay, on that note, what is Do-young's? Next question is, what is Do-young's contribution to this dynamic? What is Do-young's contribution to this dynamic with JEONGWOO? What is Do-young's contribution? Oops. Do-young's, every time I shuffle for Do-young, okay, let's chill out. Every time I shuffle on Do-young's energy, the cards just go flying. What is that? Okay, Do-young's contribution to the dynamic with JEONGWOO, please. Aww, baby. Oh man, I'm gonna get soft for Do-young. I always get soft for Do-young, but it really be like that. So Do-young's contribution to the dynamic with JEONGWOO is literally just overall being like an older brother. I always say this because he was known to be the youngest before, like the popular youngest coming out of Treasure, at least Treasure A per se. But progressing through after, debuting or being part of Treasure lineup, he is now considered to be an older brother. But you have to think he's still like line. But again, he has older brother vibes to the younger three. And when we're talking about Do-young and JEONGWOO specifically, he radiates a lot of the older brother vibes. But it's much more, so even if he's older, he treats him like 친구, like friends. So first off, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles says, I'm going to help you the best way I can. I'm going to mentor you if you need help in anything. I will be here to hold your hand, kind of thing. If you need anything, if you need a shoulder to cry on kind of deal, I will be here for you. If anything, like if there's anything I could do for you, I will try my best to help you. That also is implied by the Three of Pentacles. It talks about teamwork, makes the dream work. Okay, Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, you kind of combine these two together, and it's really just a form of cooperation, collaboration, consideration, all the good attributes of being a team player. You know what I mean? Even though he may be older than JEONGWOO, he treats him like level, equal, right? Because there's that kind of respect there. We do have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords says he has a firm, stern mindset. Like pretty much it doesn't take Doyoung that long to make a decision about something, if you make him choose anything, Doyoung will really think about what he needs to go or what feels right, and he'll choose. And that's what is like good about him, or I think it's implied by his Capricorn Mercury. So for making that comparison into JEONGWOO, JEONGWOO has these habits where he is indecisive. Libra things. A lot of Libra placements has a hard time tuning in or like tapping into what is right, what is wrong, pros versus cons kind of deal. But Doyoung has got it. So he is able to contribute that towards JEONGWOO, if that makes any sense. That is implied by the Two of Swords, okay? Okay. All right. Anything else that Doyoung, oops, look at that. Knight of Cups. Affection, okay? Doyoung is very sweet. I say this a lot, actually. Doyoung is very sweet. But he doesn't do that in like the cute way. He does that, again, he may be one of the youngest members in Treasure, but whenever he's affectionate, it actually radiates in a very mature way. I don't know what it is. I know I'm not the only one who notices that. When Doyoung is affectionate, he doesn't do that like in a cute baby way. He does that in a mature, almost adult kind of way. It's pretty trippy, but that Knight of Cups says towards JEONGWOO, his contribution is to just take care of someone or to take care of him. So yeah, very affectionate. Okay. Hyunsuk has called him the baby adult. That's exactly what he is. He's a baby adult. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else? Okay, no. All right. Well, if that's the case, let's proceed to JEONGWOO. So what is JEONGWOO? What is JEONGWOO's contribution to the dynamic? What is JEONGWOO's contribution to the dynamic? Oh, okay. I love that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So I mentioned just earlier that Doyoung is really good about making decisions, right? He knows he goes down a logical route. Not logical, excuse me. He goes down a practical route. That's most of the time. Depending on what the situation or what the choices cost, he goes a practical route. JEONGWOO JEONGWOO does the same. However, he brings in a lot of like fresh and exciting perspective when it's contribution to Doyoung. Say that Doyoung has already made a decision, or he's already like, okay, I think I'm gonna do this. JEONGWOO will be there to question it. I swear, y'all Libras do that a lot. I love y'all guys, but why do you always have to challenge everything? You know what I mean? Anyway, JEONGWOO will challenge what, say, Doyoung has already implied. Doyoung's already like, yeah, I think I'll do it this way. And JEONGWOO's like, you sure about that? And then Doyoung will think again and be like, yeah, no, I think I'm okay. And then like JEONGWOO will stretch it out even longer with like all these, with all these evidence, with all these consequences or outcomes or inputs, whatever. He will drag it until you really think again. He gives in fresh perspective. And this doesn't have to be just about choices. It's just about how you kind of maneuver your life around, kind of thing. Yeah, I say that with the Ace of Swords, and I say that with the Hanged Woman together. Okay, fresh perspective. Another thing that he contributes to Doyoung. So I don't talk about this enough. about Doyoung because Doyoung is already kind of quiet on his own. So I don't really like pry that out, or I don't like project that about him because it's not fair. But I noticed that Doyoung can be a little hard on himself even when he doesn't say it. I just read his energy that way. he may say, like, if you kind of tease Doyoung, I mean, the members tease him, he looks like he'll just laugh about it, but you can tell that internally he's already thinking, oh, they're laughing at me for that. What can I do? What can I do to change that up the next time? Does that make sense? I don't talk about that because he never really fully directly said that about himself, but you can tell. You can literally tell in his energy. Anyway, why that's important from JEONGWOO is JEONGWOO may tease all the time, like literally every member, but when he's really serious about it, he will defend Doyoung. Okay, he will defend Doyoung. That's the 7 of Wands. He may be playful when he may be like, like goofing off and whatnot, but at the end of the day, he'll go back to that person he just made fun of, and he'll be like, I'm sorry I teased you. But if anything, if it's not him teasing Doyoung, then he will defend Doyoung, kind of thing. 7 of Wands is about being a defender. Okay. Also, to kind of add to that, Doyoung, it's interesting with Doyoung. Doyoung is resilient. He won't give up. Why? That's just kind of part of his nature. And if I talk about that astrologically, he has a lot of placements where they're very resilient. So let me talk about that real quick. For Doyoung's energy, he literally has wow, he literally has a Capricorn Moon, a Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Mercury, a Capricorn Venus, Aries Moon, Sag Sun, Pisces Mars, Pisces Rising. Okay, all those placements are known to not be quitters, right? And that's good. That's good. However, Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces, and Capricorns, though they're not quitters, they really know how to run themselves down. They really know how to run themselves down, even unintentionally. Like, they overwork themselves. They overwork themselves a lot. And it can be a little worrisome. You may not be able to tell because they're really good at hiding that they're burned out. But yeah, they can get tired. So in Doyoung's case, for having all those placements, he may look like he's, bright and energetic, but that boy can internally be really tired or, kind of like worn down, even mentally, emotionally, whatever. But you'll never see that on the surface. Why that's important in JEONGWOO's case is that JEONGWOO kind of gives in that hype, that extra energy, that motivation, that push. We have the Star card. Okay, this is Aquarius energy coming from JEONGWOO. He will literally be like, "Oh, you okay? Like, oh, you're all right," and he'll help you out, kind of deal, and he'll try to alleviate that stress or that worn out vibe that you can contain. Running Man episode, you can see he was so stressed. True, very true. So yeah, it's a lot of support between the dynamic. Very sweet. Okay. On that note, what is the overall advice in order for them to be closer than they already are? On that note, what is the overall advice for Doyoung and JEONGWOO to be even closer than they already are? Nice. 8 of Pentacles came back out again. So Doyoung and JEONGWOO is pretty much, the cards are saying that they are already close. They're like super close, actually. But if they want to get even closer, they need to start doing projects together, getting creative together. Say, I don't know, maybe writing music together or playing instruments together, whatever it is. This is about creative energy. You could see it in the image here. This person is a painter. She's creating a lot of pieces and, really mastering her art. So in that same sense, if you want Doyoung and JEONGWOO to be even more closer than they already are, they would benefit by being more creative together. So yeah. Again, they don't really need they don't have a lot of work to do to be close because they already are. But if you want them to bond even closer, then creative work will benefit them. Okay. All right. So my questions are done. We're going to go to the pairs questions already. Let's finally get into it. So Let me open that list. Where is it? Energy check. How are you guys doing? Before, if I find the questions, where'd it go? Good. All right, great. Everyone okay while I look for these questions? Where did it go? Okay, good. Getting soft, but still good. Okay. Soft for Jongwoo and DOWOO. Same, honestly. This is a pretty smooth reading. I love it. Okay. Knock on wood. Let's continue that. Okay. Anyway, I found the questions finally. So, first question from our pair. She wants to know what exactly does this dynamics, what exactly sets this dynamic apart from the other treasure dynamics, or what makes this dynamic even more unique? Okay, what sets this dynamic apart from the other treasure dynamics, or what makes this dynamic so unique? Because of that, oh no, I wrote a 30,000 word fanfic for DOWOO. Oh lord. God, it's me again. God, it's me again. I'm just kidding. Okay, what sets this dynamic apart from the other treasure dynamics? What sets DOYOUNG and JEONGWOO apart from the others? Aww. Oh, interesting. You know what? I feel that. Ooh, I feel that. Wait, I'm tripping. I'm gonna cry. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit. I need to focus because that's soft as heck. Huh. That's so sweet. Okay. Talk to me. Why is that? Hmm. But then, interesting. What sets that dynamic apart? Well, okay. That's what I thought. Okay. So, let me clarify actually. Can I clarify you? Excuse me. What sets them apart? Why is this card here? Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. Okay, so again, the question is what sets DOYOUNG and JEONGWOO apart from the other dynamics in Treasure? So the one that commented about Hyunsuk calling DOYOUNG an adult baby kind of thing. So on that same note, the cards are saying it's not just DOYOUNG who is an adult baby. So here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna word it this way. It's gonna sound really funny. DOYOUNG is an adult baby. He's an adult baby, but then you have JEONGWOO who's like a baby adult. Does that make sense? But both of them have very mature aspects. Does that make sense? It sounds hilarious when I word it that way, but it's true. DOYOUNG is the adult baby, but then you have JEONGWOO who's the baby adult. Right? It makes perfect sense. So, like a word pun. Exactly. Yeah. I'll show you the cards why that is. Okay. So they get along this way. Even though, because the both of them share very, youthful vibes, babyish vibes, but then in other perspectives or from other angles, they also both share very mature vibes. You know what I mean? So I'll show you what cards came out. We have the Two of Cups. This is a really cool card to have in any kind of dynamic reading, when you have this Two of Cups, you have a perfect union. You literally have the perfect connection. Earlier, I had that Five of Cups in reverse, and I mentioned to you already, it's like filling in the gaps, right? It's like filling in the gaps. The missing pieces are finally found, right? And you get to connect it perfectly. It's being implied as well with the Two of Cups. This just means that it's really not karmic, but again, it just came in full circle when you meet them, or when you when they're talking to each other, when they're together per se. So that Two of Cups is nice to have. And then when I mentioned about being like the baby adult or the adult baby, this is the Fool saying that with the King of Swords. So oddly, this card, the Fool, is about like youth, being, new at things, learning, progressing, coming from a clean start, right? And this is shared on both ends. But we also have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is what's sharing that mature vibe as well. Like there's sprinkles here and there of mature, energetic vibes. So this is why I said that they both have that perspective, that similar vibe amongst each other. So yeah, that's what sets them apart. They have that synchronicity amongst each other. They when they're conversating, they don't have a problem talking about like real life stuff for boys their age. You know what I mean? So pretty cool. I like that for them. I love that for them. Just like you said, little puzzle for each other. Yes, exactly. All right. Moving forward, the next question, what kind of impact do they have in the group or industry? Okay, let's go with the industry. What kind of impact do they have in the industry? It's a lot. What kind of impact will they have in the industry as a dynamic? Oh my God, that's true. Oh, interesting. You know what? I can see that. Though DOYOUNG is much more expressive about it, I get it now. Okay. This is actually really funny. I really want to laugh right now, but I will refrain myself. So in the industry, because just wait till they come back, to be honest. Just wait. But I'll show you the first card, which is the Nine of Cups. Okay, the Nine of Cups says that if you ever see them together, here's a funny thing. What I saw is all those moments, like all those DOWOO moments you'll ever see, if you contain all of them, they're both DOYOUNG and JEONGWOO are like aware of those moments, like kind of compiled, like they think on those moments and they kind of use it to their advantage, or they will in the future. They're going to use that to their advantage. So what I saw with the Nine of Cups upright is like in terms of like their fan service, though DOYOUNG is much more expressive right now comparison to JEONGWOO, once he is in a particular mood, he is unstoppable with the fan service. Like if you think about it, if JEONGWOO is like in a really particular mood, he can be just as forward as DOYOUNG is, right? He may hate it afterwards. He may he may regret it afterwards, but he can do it if he wanted to. I'm dead. This card's making me laugh. Anyway, another impact that I do have for them, like in the future. It's funny. It's like kind of like a prediction, but not really. Low key already a prediction, but in the future, you're actually probably going to see a special performance. I don't know why I'm making this prediction. It just kind of shared with me, but it says here, and I say this with the Ace of Cups and the Fool card, that these two have already had discussions of what those two can do later in the future. And not gonna lie, I saw Doyoung on the piano, and then I saw JEONGWOO with a mic stand. You know who that reminds me of? You know who that reminds me of? It reminds me of it reminds me of Icon with Dongyuk and then June. Dongyuk on the piano, June with the mic stand. But anyway, yeah. I just see them, like, if they ever, like, apparently they've already made this type of discussion. They made that kind of discussion before. They're like, man, it'd be cool if we get to do that in the future, kind of thing. So, yeah. Anyway. Anyway. I can already see myself breaking down. Oh no! Oh no! Also, Dongyuk and Doyoung went to the same academy. Yes, he did. DK and Juna in a show, right? After Jan. Yes. 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 Okay. Why does this sound familiar? Well, if it sounds familiar, better forget it. It's still somewhat a prediction. You better forget it. Don't remember this. Don't remember this. Forget about it. Set it and forget it. Okay, anyway, let's go on to the next question. What is a trait that they appreciate of each other? Okay, what is a trait that Doyoung appreciates of JEONGWOO? What is a trait that Doyoung appreciates from JEONGWOO? What is a trait that Doyoung appreciates of JEONGWOO? Shoot. Wow, I am getting the full card a lot. Okay, all right. All right, let's see here. All right, yeah. Doyoung, I can imagine this. I can definitely see this. So Doyoung admires JEONGWOO's free spirit. Okay, his free spirit, his rebellious heart, his I don't want to, like, okay, I'm not gonna say that JEONGWOO does not care. He cares. He cares deeply, but JEONGWOO has that I care, but I don't want to care. So I'm gonna do whatever I want, or I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do this. Whatever, I'm gonna do this. Doyoung has that envious side on envious but yet appreciative on JEONGWOO kind of thing, because again, JEONGWOO is very free spirited, and when he does not like want to be held in one place, he will just go for it, right? And for Doyoung, I can see that Doyoung has come from a very structured background. Doyoung is very polite. Not to say JEONGWOO's not polite. JEONGWOO's also very polite, but I'm just saying that Doyoung has been, you can see that Doyoung was really raised in a structured environment and like a lot of expectations of some sort. And it's just kind of like planned out. This is also why he acts out thoroughly, like properly. He just has a different demeanor in that sense. So what he appreciates about JEONGWOO is that he doesn't have to live on that extra structured life. You know what I mean? JEONGWOO gets to just live on the edge. Jan, is that because of JEONGWOO's sun and moon? I mean, for Woo. Yes. Yes, because Aries and Libra are cardinal signs, and cardinal signs are very free-spirited and the I'm going to do it my way kind of sign. And yeah, so it could definitely be because of that. So yeah, like I said, Doyoung appreciates that of JEONGWOO. He's like, wow, I don't get to do that. Like JEONGWOO could, try and do what he wants. For me, I get to, but I have to do it like properly. Yeah. They do make a good combination. It's really cute. So yeah, that's that. Now, on JEONGWOO's end, what does he appreciate about DOYOUNG? You're welcome. Okay. On JEONGWOO's end, what does he appreciate about DOYOUNG? What does JEONGWOO appreciate about DOYOUNG? Okay, yeah. Yep. Okay. DOYOUNG, yeah. Whew. DOYOUNG, I love this. 9 of Swords in reverse. JEONGWOO thinks that DOYOUNG is fearless, or if he is afraid of anything, he knows how. He has a lot of courage. I'll just say it that way. He has a lot of courage, in terms of literally anything. Like, he's just that, I guess, versatile or adaptable to situations or circumstances. You put DOYOUNG in a situation, he will think what he needs to do, he'll do it, and he succeeds at it, right? But 9 of Swords in reverse is talking a lot about his courage, a lot about like not paying attention to what is scary, and even if it is scary, it makes him all the more challenged. He makes feel more like the urge to just do it anyway, kind of thing. So that's why I say courage. 9 of Swords in reverse plus the 8 of Wands. Okay, the 8 of Wands says that he, in spite of what could happen or what can come at him, DOYOUNG's confidence and courage is at a level of like not thinking, just doing. So though he could be very proper about organizing and structuring what has to be done, when it comes to like stressful situations or last minute things, DOYOUNG will know how to just respond correctly. He knows how to respond, not react. That's honestly what I love about DOYOUNG. I have noticed that, excuse me, he does not exactly react, he responds. That's a really hard skill to do. DOYOUNG is totally that. He's the only one who actually brave enough to challenge them and YG Treasure Way. True. Remember when DOYOUNG comfort Ruth after Haunted House episode, even if he was scared too, but he did it well. Yes, exactly. But yeah, so yeah, he knows how to respond versus react. Again, really hard skill to do, but important, very important. Okay. Next question is, what is the biggest lesson that they have learned from each other? What is the biggest lesson that they have learned from each other? So let's see, DOYOUNG, for DOYOUNG, what is the biggest lesson that he has already learned from JEONGWOO so far? I love that. Hold up. Oh, wow. I love this. Okay. This is going to, how do I say this? How do I mention this? How do I word this? Because there's a saying for this. Okay. You know that saying, it's not about the destination, but the journey, right? It's not about the destination. It's the journey. That's the saying. And that's exactly what DOYOUNG learned from JEONGWOO. Because I told you, right, a lot of people with the signs, the placements that DOYOUNG has, will work endlessly hard for whatever goal, whatever dream, and to the point that it wears themselves out. So when you reach that destination, you're going to be too tired to fully enjoy it, right? You're going to be too tired to fully enjoy it. So why stress? Why stress on the little things, right? Enjoy what you have now and remain confident, remain happy and content and satisfied along the journey, because once you get there to your destination and your goal, you won't feel depleted by the end. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what DOYOUNG is learning or has learned from JEONGWOO. Like I said, JEONGWOO is a very free spirit. He's just like, man, I don't want to stress out. I will try my hardest not to stress out on literally everything. So I'm just going to enjoy what I can, right? It's the same thing. So on that note, DOYOUNG has learned that from JEONGWOO, and I'll show you why. So, excuse me, 10 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. In tarot, if this was upright, this would literally mean like the happiest card. Your happiness, your most delighted, your most joyful end game kind of thing. But becoming in reverse, it's about perspective of what happiness is and when happiness comes. Happiness is a perspective. 10 of Cups says sometimes you don't get to choose how you feel, and that's fine. But if you ever have the opportunity to choose, then you should at least let go of the little things. You know what I mean? Sometimes we won't have that choice. If we feel down, we feel down, and that's okay, right? We're okay to feel hard on ourselves, sad, broken, hurt, tired, depressed, whatever. And that's completely fine. Like, you should validate those feelings. But if you ever know and feel that you can make a choice, then you can choose to let the little things go and enjoy what you really can. That's what the 10 of Cups in reverse says. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it says whatever you desire, whatever makes you happy, like in the end, and you're going to start to aim for it, don't worry about the little things. Aces are about the little things. 10 of Cups is the end game. It's not about how you get, it's not about what you get at the end. It's about how you're enjoying to get there. And you have to remember the small things and what even inspired you in the very beginning. And that takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of courage to do that. So that's what the Strength card. The Strength card talks about your inner knowing, your inner strength, your inner capability. So by incorporating that, it makes your journey a lot less stressful, a lot more easier. Love that. I love that. I love that for them. That's a great lesson. It's a very good, especially when you're coming in, when you're in industry like that, especially for those two, they're both very young. There's so many idols that started very young in the industry. And by the time that they're really established and have a lot of money, have a lot of fame, have a lot of rewards and everything, sometimes they're already too tired and too depleted to enjoy. You know what I mean? And it's sad. So in my perspective, being in that journey, especially in the entertainment industry, it's so important for them to enjoy the present moment, because they can, if they forget how to have fun and forget how to enjoy and are always stressing, then by the time they accomplish so many things, it's just going to be worn out. They're going to be tired and just run to the ground. So, but it doesn't even have to be about being in that entertainment industry. So for you guys, even for you guys, like, it's just important. Whatever you are aiming for, yes, aim high, but don't forget where you're at. Don't forget where you're at. Okay. Next. What is the biggest lesson JEONGWOO learned from DOYOUNG? What is the biggest lesson that JEONGWOO learned from DOYOUNG? Ooh. Interesting. I like that. I like that. Wow, these are some good lessons. I'm telling you, baby adult and adult baby. Excuse me. Baby adult and adult baby. They have some really deep lessons that they've shared on each other. For JEONGWOO, what did he learn? Well, let's talk about it. JEONGWOO is learning like a real true essence of confidence coming from DOYOUNG. In a way, because every normal human being will have their own insecurities, their own confidence struggles, right? We will all care about what we do, what we say, how we look, how we act. We will think about it. That's normal for everybody. But for JEONGWOO, he learned from DOYOUNG that in a way that you cannot please everybody. You literally cannot please everybody. You know what I mean? This is implied by the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, there's no way you can please literally everybody. You're all gonna have someone that's jealous, someone that's, that does not have their best interest at heart, right? And DOYOUNG, I can see that DOYOUNG has shared his fair share of insecurities and flaws that he thinks about, right? And even though he has those feelings, he has basically kind of shed that perspective onto JEONGWOO, saying that even though we have our insecurities, if we're not confident in ourselves, who else is going to be confident or for you? You know what I mean? Or in the same context is, if you're not going to believe in yourself, who will? Essentially. You may have the support of your family, you may have the support of your friends, but they're still outside of you. At the end of the day, they're not the first opinion that matters. The first opinion that matters is yourself. So if you're not going to care, who will? You know what I mean? So that's what JEONGWOO is learning from DOYOUNG. Because DOYOUNG has his own different level of confidence. He knows how to just kind of go with it. JEONGWOO, he's like, I don't know, man. Like, he's just shy. He's cutely timid about things. But when he looks at DOYOUNG, DOYOUNG's like, man, I don't care if you don't like what I'm about to do. I don't care if you think I'm weird, cheesy, corny, cringy. I don't care. I'm going to do it. It makes me happy. There's people that like what I do anyway. Screw the others, kind of thing. So, yeah. There's so much life and lessons in this reading. Yes, there is. So, yeah. That's what JEONGWOO was learning, or has learned from. Like, you're not living your life for anyone else but yourself. If you notice, DOYOUNG often compliments JEONGWOO. He always says, JEONGWOO, why do you look so handsome today? Or JEONGWOO, why do you really good? Yeah. Dr. Jan is my life coach. Oof. I'm honored. I am honored, but I really... I don't know if I'm to the level of being a life coach, but thank you. I'm honored that and flattered you're saying that. Thank you. Okay. Let's move forward into the next question. What or who is JEONGWOO in DOYOUNG's eyes and vice versa? Okay. Let's shift decks real quick. Okay. What or who is JEONGWOO in DOYOUNG's eyes and vice versa? So let's start with DOYOUNG, actually. What or who is DOYOUNG? What or who is DOYOUNG in JEONGWOO's eyes? What or who is DOYOUNG in JEONGWOO's eyes? What or who is DOYOUNG in JEONGWOO's eyes, please? Interesting. I like that. Excuse me. Ooh. What or who is DOYOUNG in JEONGWOO's eyes? In JEONGWOO's eyes, DOYOUNG first. Okay, first, King of Cups. JEONGWOO looks at DOYOUNG as someone very, how do I say this? Very mature for his age. So he also acknowledges this too. The King of Cups says much more on the emotional matter. Because JEONGWOO, I'm seeing here that he acknowledges that JEONGWOO's a lot more sensitive than DOYOUNG, at least in an expressive way. And there's like this admiration from JEONGWOO towards DOYOUNG that he knows how to kind of contain his feelings, or he knows how to keep his feelings in place before, you know, lashing out or before getting too mentally broken or just like breaking down in general. But the King of Cups says that in his eyes, he's really mature for his age. But I have two other cards here, and I'm going to give a label towards Doyoung from JEONGWOO's energy. The Magician and the Moon card, okay? The Magician and the Moon card says that in JEONGWOO's perspective, Doyoung is a silent threat. He is a silent threat. And I agree. And I mean this in the best way. A silent threat is good. Like, you don't know what is up Doyoung's sleeve, but once you give him that opportunity to, Doyoung's good. The Magician says he has a lot of skills, a lot of resources, a lot of networks, a lot of talent, power, but he hasn't shown any of it yet. It's just hiding underneath his sleeves, saved for a rainy day, saved for the perfect moment, for the perfect time. But it's there. Just because you don't see it all the time does not mean it's not there. So in JEONGWOO's perspective, Doyoung is a silent threat. He's a silent threat. In a personal way, Doyoung is also someone that will not give up on you. Doyoung is also someone that's extra generous. Doyoung is also someone that cares. Doyoung is also someone that like will give insight and heart, right? He's passionate that way. And JEONGWOO's energy is observing that. Excuse me, that was a motorcycle. So, yeah, absolutely. I agree to all of this. I completely agree to all of this. Okay. Vice versa. So let's go. What is JEONGWOO in Doyoung's eyes? What or who is JEONGWOO in Doyoung's eyes? Okay. What or who is JEONGWOO in Doyoung's eyes? I literally said, oh my God, I literally mentioned how many times now that both Doyoung and JEONGWOO are similar but expressed in different ways. They're similar but expressed or, you know, identified in different ways. They both share the Magician and the Moon. You cannot make this up. I have shuffled the cards. I already shuffled the cards, and these two cards came back out. What? How do you, out of 78 cards? Come on now. Bro. Anyway, the Moon and the Magician came out too. And I agree. In Doyoung's perspective, he also thinks JEONGWOO is a silent threat. Couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. But the difference in the cards that was pulled is we also have the King of Wands. King of Wands is a much more fiery. Where is that? See, earlier I had the King of Cups on Doyoung, right? Where is it? It's already in the cards. Shoot, it's already in the deck. King of Cups. Odiga. Where did I put you? You're somewhere in here. Earlier, it was the King of Cups, the Moon, and the Magician for Doyoung. But now, instead of the King of Cups, we have the King of Wands, which is fire this time, right? So here we go. King of Cups. King of Cups. This was Doyoung, King of Cups. JEONGWOO, King of Wands. Doyoung is water. JEONGWOO is fire. Dave, JEONGWOO, silent. Yeah, silent. The timid one, silent. When he's not, again, when he's in a mood, sure, he's loud. But I meant in a perspective of not just communicating and being out there. I meant in a way of his skills, of what he's capable of. You know what I mean, Dave? Come on now. You know what I mean. So now, like I said, the moon and the magician, that's that silent threat for Doyoung. But now we're gonna switch the King of Cups to King of Wands. So for JEONGWOO, he's more expressive about it. He's more of like a punch in your face. Meanwhile, if you have it with Doyoung, it's like the kind of capability that just creeps up on you. It's subtle. It just kind of slides in. You know what I mean? If you have literally JEONGWOO, he'll punch you with that talent. You have Doyoung. Doyoung will literally just come at you really smoothly. And you're going to be like, where the hell did that come from? You know what I mean? But like I said, that silent threat. Now, on a personal note, for the King of Wands, okay, the King of Wands, he has this perspective where for Doyoung, it's someone that is, how do I say this? That JEONGWOO is like someone that's like not to be taken for granted. You know what I mean? Someone that is not, like to be hasty about, not to kind of like stereotype in a sense, or to kind of like limit through certain labels or through certain perspectives. In this sense, there's just so much more to the both of them. You know what I mean? By them sharing the moon and the magician, there's so much more that meets the eye. And it's only in due time that they're going to express it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's that. JEONGWOO is a straight punch and Dobby's like a sneak attack. Exactly. So let's move on to the next question. All right. Oh, great. There we go. So we're going to go into astrology. How does their placements affect their relationship or affect treasure? Okay, we're going to do astrology real quick. How does their placements affect their relationship or affect treasure? So astrologically, let me see. Astrologically, let's see, they both have, what kind of similarities do they have? I think it's, okay. So the most thing that like could really affect their bond, that makes perfect sense, actually. Okay, so both having an Aries Moon, I mentioned this already how many times. I said this in the Mashiwoo reading. So Mashio and JEONGWOO, right? I said that because they also have Aries placements. So that kind of makes them like they will clash sometimes, but it just depends on like the perspective or what the situation is when it comes to their emotions and stuff. So when both Doyoung and JEONGWOO share that Aries Moon, both of them are very expressive, right? They're both very expressive when the time is right or the circumstances meet. However, they might not share literally everything. They're only going to express what really kind of like, it's either what makes them happy, what makes them positive, what makes them upset, right? What makes them upset. But you'll hardly ever see them express what fully makes them hurt, what makes them sad. JEONGWOO does, but he does that in a joking way. You know what I mean? He likes to throw it off with dramatics and make it look like he's just playing around or he's joking. And if you see Doyoung or JEONGWOO expressive of any sort of any feelings, it is kind of like diluted. They both dilute their feelings. You know what I mean? So you can expect that from the Aries moons that they both share. And when it comes to each other, this is why they get along. They can kind of feel it out that they're one or the other, or even both of them are diluting their feelings. Yeah. Another placement I want to talk about is their Mercury. Okay. I want to talk about Doyoung's Capricorn Mercury and JEONGWOO's Virgo Capricorn Mercury. It's not identical, but they both share earth signs, right? Capricorn and Virgo is earth, and it's housed in Mercury, okay? Let me just say that it affects their connection, or it affects their relationship positively, because they will both have a lot to talk about, literally endlessly. So if you ever get a chance to see Doyoung and JEONGWOO have a conversation, it won't get awkward. Actually, you can literally have JEONGWOO say a lot of things, and then you could have Doyoung oblige, right? Or vice versa. But if we're making that comparison with the Capricorn and Virgo axis, it looks like JEONGWOO's the talker, Doyoung is the listener. That is what is implied here. That is what is implied. JEONGWOO's much more of the talker, Doyoung is much more of the listener, and it benefits. It just kind of goes in full circle that way. So yeah. Anything else that I cannot? No, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. How it affects being in treasure, though? Let me see. How would their placements affect being in treasure, like as a dynamic? Oh, nothing that is really tipping myself. Like, what am I? Let's see. I know what I can talk about. Their Venus signs. So Doyoung has a Capricorn Venus and JEONGWOO has a Leo Venus. What's cool about Capricorn and Leo, both in Venus, to literally affect their positions in treasure, is that in a way, if you were giving them that opportunity, they can really kind of be their own kind of leader. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have noticed that. Like, Doyoung is good at his, like, at his forte. JEONGWOO is good at his forte, right? Not to say that all of treasure isn't. Like, they all have their fortes, but particularly if we're talking in their placements, Doyoung's Capricorn Venus and JEONGWOO's Leo Venus can give them perspectives and really put input on what treasure can do as a whole group. So I remember after 2-day, Dolby was crying and Jihoon asked, "Why are you crying?" He just shouted Sanangye and they all laughed, and that was the story behind that great group picture of them after the show. Yep. Yeah, that's all I pretty much can say about that. Okay. The last question from our payer is a prediction question, and she wants to know, is there any projects that we can expect from the two of them? Okay, I will save that for last. There's other questions that I got, actually. I think I got that from Twitter. Okay, let's see. Numbers seem... What? Huh? Oh, I'm dead. Okay. This question is probably implied because of the CPR moment. I'm dead. So this person that sent me this question said, let me read it to you. It says, members seemed really shocked after JEONGWOO did that ing cute sound and that little hip dance to Doyoung. I wonder what the members literally thought of that moment. And have they said anything to DOWOO? Because Jaehyuk's reaction was so strong. He had face. I always laugh at that moment on Treasure Map because Jaehyuk looked at JEONGWOO like, what was that? Oh boy. Oh god, here we go. Okay. Fun question. That's funny. So she wants to know, what did the members really think about that moment? Okay. What did the members really think of that moment? Because Jaehyuk's reaction was so strong. What's the real... Oh, no. Sorry, let me reel. I wonder what the members literally thought of that moment, because Jaehyuk's reaction is so strong. So what was the real meaning of that stare? What was the real meaning of that stare? Someone wants the tea on Jaehook's feelings. Okay, let's ask, I guess. Let's see if the cards are gonna tell me what Jaehook really meant by that look. I'm dead. You guys are funny. What was the real? I have to think about that moment. Let me channel real quick. I need to think of that memory, that moment when Jaehook stared. What did you guys are funny, honestly. Sending me these questions, you're funny. Oh my god, Chris, thank you for the tip. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Jaehook. What did that really mean? Why did he have the oh no, come back. Wow, Jaehook. Okay, I see you. Jaehook, the question is, what was the real meaning of his stare? Okay, we literally have the Two of Cups in reverse. When you get the Two of Cups in reverse, it literally meant like, wow, really? I'm literally right here. It's that feeling. It's like, really? In front of my salad? Literally in front of me, kind of thing. I'm gonna cry. The Two of Cups in reverse said, like, that was like a disconnect. Like excuse you? That's funny. I cannot with this. You guys, I'm gonna literally cry. I cannot. Okay. In general though, what do the members really think of that moment? What did they really think of that moment? Oh, okay. That's lovely. Overall, it was cute to them. We have the Sun card. They were happy. Okay, the Sun card is about happy vibes. We also here's what's funny though. Here's what's funny. I'm not gonna lie. This is like the hilarious answer. The Sun card is like overall, all the members were like, "Oh, that's cute" or whatever. But okay, the Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse is saying that the members had a perspective. It's like, I think this is more towards JEONGWOO. This is more towards JEONGWOO. So the Chariot in reverse is like, so did you plan that? Or, you know what I mean? It's like thinking about that perspective. It's like a natural thought to them. They look at JEONGWOO and they're like, so did you plan that ahead of time? Or did you just grab the opportunity to do this kind of thing? The Chariot in reverse is low-key judging, but low-key joking in a way. They were just like, you planned this, right? Or how long were you waiting for this moment? How long were you waiting for this moment? Because the Chariot in reverse, Chariot is upright, is normally about success. It's about victory. When you have it in reverse, Chariot always talks about an opportunity that you are trying to accomplish, but in the right time, right? So this is why I was implying that. It's like, JEONGWOO, how long were you waiting for this moment? Just kidding. It reminded me of the boy music video reaction where Jihoon asked him if he planned to show his belly during his part. Yeah, true. Maybe because they didn't expect JEONGWOO to do something like that, just like us, for real. Now I'm curious what their spirit guides thought about that moment. Yeah, that's funny, honestly. Okay, so the next question is, among the two, which is one, a mind... Oh, no, excuse me. Oh, okay. Among the two, which is a one, heart over brain decision maker, or two, a brain over heart decision maker. Okay. Mind over... Okay. To keep it more simple, out of the two, which one is much more on emotions versus much more on logic? Okay. So what I'm going to say, it's without pulling a card, I would say that JEONGWOO is the emotional one, while DOYOUNG is the logical one. But Ate, I want to know what are the reactions of both of them when they did that. Let me get back to you. Remind me after I answer this question. Okay. Who is the much more emotional decision maker and who is the much more logical? Who's, so for DOYOUNG. DOYOUNG. Ah, okay. For JEONGWOO. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, that is literally what I thought. So for DOYOUNG, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is a grounded energy. It's earth sign energy. It is much more logical and practical. For JEONGWOO is the 6 of Cups. Cups is water. Water is emotions. So to confirm, DOYOUNG is much more logical and practical, whereas JEONGWOO is much more emotional and whatnot. So yeah. DOYOUNG always able to control his emotions. After all, he is one of the members who rarely cry, just like JUNKOO and Asahi. Yeah, I mean, JUNKOO and DOYOUNG. So JUNKOO has a Capricorn Moon, and then DOYOUNG also has a Capricorn Mercury and Venus. So it makes all the more sense. So anyway, yeah. All right. What was the question that I want to know what were the reactions of both of them when they had that moment. Let me ask if I can ask that. Okay, I can ask it. Cool. Knight of Cups. I can ask it. All right. What were their... Oops. Excuse me. What were their thoughts or feelings or reactions to that moment? That moment was interesting, honestly, not gonna lie. I couldn't stop laughing at how cute that was because DOYOUNG was so shy and he had to hide under a blanket and Jung was just like, why? What's wrong? So cute. I love brotherhood. It's so sweet. Like when I look at when I saw DOYOUNG and Jungwoo in that moment, it reminded me of my younger brothers. My younger brothers are like that. Wait, Jen, they claimed it didn't actually happen. Did it not really? Was that just a camera angle? When did they say that? I don't remember. Someone tell me. Because it looked real to me. But anyway, let's see. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Sneaky boys. They're sneaky. They're very sneaky. They're sneaky. They planned this, apparently. Okay, DOYOUNG said, okay, well, even if it didn't, okay. Yeah, even if it didn't, I will believe them. If it did not, it did not. But that moment happened. That moment happened by plan. So it was planned. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why that was planned. So Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is upright, and it's saying that it was an idea. It was like a fun little fan service idea. Okay. Now another thing is this card is to confirm what DOYOUNG said. Someone said here that he mentioned that that it didn't touch. So we have here the card confirming it is the Lovers in reverse. It's basically it's not what you think and it's not what you saw. It's not what you think, it's not what you saw. So we're going to believe him. We're going to believe them. We're going to believe the cards. And then again, I said it was kind of like it happened naturally and it was planned because of the 7 of Pentacles. It's saying what kind of What kind of footage can we give to the fans? What can we do to make them freak out, kind of thing? What can we do to make this episode take it up a notch, kind of thing? You know? So Do-young was not lying, apparently, says the card. So yeah, we're gonna believe Do-young. We're gonna believe the card. Fan service kings. Fan service kings in the making, man. Feed the DOWOO shippers, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Let me see. Okay. I get it. So that, okay, Four of Swords in reverse. You know how Do-young, like, just kind of yeeted himself away from JEONGWOO and hid under the blanket? That, by the Four of Swords in reverse, that wasn't true. This was acted. We literally have an actor, okay? We were already talking about how good they're both at acting. They're both amazing at acting. The Four of Swords in reverse is saying, oh no, they were acting even then. I'm stressed. I'm stressed, dude. that is implying I said they're a silent threat, right? I need water. I need water. That isn't cool because that played with our emotions a lot. that played with our emotions big time. JEONGWOO has been a threat, but now Do-young though, for real. Okay, we're gonna move forward finally. Let's go into the next question because I still need to do predictions. Okay. JEONGWOO once personally said that he relied on Do-young a lot. So what about Do-young? Are there anything that Do-young relies on JEONGWOO personally? Okay. Okay. So since JEONGWOO, why did I say it that way? JEONGWOO, wow, I literally combined their names. JEONGWOO once said that he relied on Do-young a lot. What about Do-young? Are there anything that Do-young relies on JEONGWOO? Okay. Excuse me, I got stuttered a bit. Okay. Is there anything that... Oh. Oh my god. Really? I'm gonna cry, to be honest. Oh, I'm soft. So the bottom of the deck is the star. Okay. Star. Hopeful card, Aquarius energy. But so Do-young relies on JEONGWOO for for actually validation, which is actually funny. You know why? Because I got this the same way for Junkyu and JEONGWOO's dynamic as well, right? So it's funny because for Do-young, he relies on JEONGWOO for like kind of like courtesy or again hype per se. But it's interesting because I guess in Do-young's perspective, sometimes he knows that if he asks for an opinion, say maybe doing something that might be like too cringy for other members, he can go to JEONGWOO. He can go to JEONGWOO and ask. And even though JEONGWOO will be like, oh man, do we really have to? JEONGWOO's gonna oblige anyway. He's gonna oblige anyway, which is really cute. So it's almost, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's because even though Do-young is part of the Magne line, He is still somewhat older, but yet he treats him equally, like a really good 친구, equal line best friend kind of thing. So here's the thing, right? It's almost as if, like, imagine Haruto. Remember that 3-minute treasure where Doyoung dressed up Haruto and Haruto obliged? So in that same matter, you can expect that same thing. If Doyoung is going to tell Jongwoo, hey, let's do this, even though Jongwoo's not into it, he's going to do it anyway because he loves him, kind of thing. So, yeah, that's cute. I guess that makes sense because I mentioned to you guys as well during the Ha Jongwoo reading. Ha Jongwoo, like I said, Jongwoo and Haruto are very similar, right? So in that same respect, if they're both dealing with Doyoung, again, they both oblige to him. So it's really cute. Okay. That's cute. So, next question. They are funny in their own way. What do they think about each other's sense of humor? Sure. Oh man, they are both very funny. They are both very funny. You know what's hilarious is my sense of humor, I would say, is similar to Doyoung's. I'm not gonna lie. I love Doyoung's sense of humor. His puns, his wordplay, his yeah, I love Doyoung's sense of humor. That gets me. That gets me. Like people might not like Doyoung's sense of humor, but I do. I love it. It's so funny. It's so cute. They're so cute and funny. I love it. I love the dad jokes. You can literally win my heart with a dad joke. You can literally win my heart with a dad joke. I'm simple that way. Okay. So for their sense of humor cards, what do they think about each other's sense of humor? So let's ask Jongwoo first. What does Jongwoo think of Doyoung's sense of humor? Ate Jan, Yoonhyung's dad jokes versus Doyoung's dad's jokes. Ooh, that's hard. That's very hard. Shoot, that's difficult. They're both really funny, but I'm gonna have to go with Doyoung. I'm gonna go with Doyoung, actually. I'm sorry, Yoonhyung. I love you so much, Yoonhyung. I'm gonna go with Doyoung because Doyoung delivers it a lot more naturally than Yoonhyung does. It's just natural. He just says it comfortably, like he won't think about it too much. Like it's believable. You know what I mean? For Yoonhyung, you can tell he thought about that. You can tell that Yoonhyung had to think long and hard about that one. Like my favorite joke, it's so simple, but my favorite line from Doyoung was the Running Man episode. He was like, I'm not the X-Man, I'm just a man. It still kills me today. I love that. I can't with him. I can't with him. I will, if he told me that on the spot, I would literally just smack him. Doyoung, you kill me. It's still funny. I can hear his voice say it. I can hear his voice say it. It's so funny. His princess lines is one of my faves. Of course it is, isn't it, Chris? That one was very predictable, but I loved it anyway. I'm like with Doyoung's humor, I am Hyunsuk in that respect. Because Hyunsuk loves, like, he acts like he doesn't like Doyoung's jokes, but you know he laughs so hard. I am Hyunsuk, to be honest. So what does Jongwoo think about Doyoung's humor? Oh no. Wow. Okay. Literally, the Magician in reverse and the Five of Pentacles upright. This says for Jongwoo, he's just like facepalm. Facepalm a lot with the humor. But deep down, we have the Moon card and it's saying that he finds it cute. That's funny. Magician and the Moon card again. I'm getting the Magician and the Moon card again. How is that even possible? Okay. Okay, how does Doyoung think about Jongwoo's humor? How does Doyoung think about Jongwoo's humor? Cute. Four of Swords upright, Ace of Cups. We also have the Princess of Pentacles. So this says he loves Jongwoo's. Okay, Doyoung loves Jongwoo's sense of humor. Like, he just finds him overall hilarious, and it's like natural to him. Yeah. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is implied that he just gets a kick out of Jongwoo's humor. The Princess of Pentacles, though, he can acknowledge that Jongwoo's sense of humor can really be, how do I say this, childish. Because you know how we kind of call Doyoung's humor like dad jokes. But when you're looking at Jongwoo's, he can really be like a kid. You know what I mean? So, yeah. He loves it, though. Flashback to when they were making ramen and Doyoung said they should add Jongwoo, Chongkwon, and Doyoung. I love into it. They were that's right. I remember that. Okay, we're gonna move on. I already said that one. Oh, am I done? Am I done? Oh, I guess I am. Where's this one? Oh no, I already said that. Okay. All right, I guess I'm done then. I guess I am done. Lecture. Let me just scroll just in case. Oh, okay, no. One more question. Let's go back to this deck. It says, Doyoung will always be there to raise Jongwoo's confidence. Vice versa, are there anything that Doyoung feels like he lacks confidence in? Does Jongwoo know about it? And how does he help Doyoung for that? Interesting. I mean, I already mentioned that Doyoung is pretty confident, but if you want to dig a little bit and see if there is anything that he lacks confidence in, let's check. Is there anything that Doyoung feels like he lacks confidence in? Is there anything that he feels that he lacks confidence in? All right, I can. Oh, okay, hold on. I cannot share this one. I cannot share this one. This is personal. I'm sorry, guys. There is something that he does feel like he lacks confidence in, but I cannot share this one. This one's a personal one. I apologize. I'm sorry. But to answer the latter question, Jongwoo does know about it, and he does help him. I can't say how he does, though. It's a personal thing. But yeah. Sorry. So we're going to have to end it that way. We're going to go into predictions, though. Everyone ready for predictions? The overall event. Everyone is waiting for this part of the reading. We're ready? Okay. Yeah, I apologize. I have to keep that secret because it is personal. So we're not going to expose everything. Yeah, so let's do predictions. If you have made it this far to the reading, awesome. What we're doing, if you're new here, predictions are just me tapping into their energy even deeper, but only doing that to summon what can come in the future for both Doyoung and JEONGWOO. So I will share what the universe will share with me through downloads. That's what I call it. And I will share it with you guys. On that note, anything I say out of the predictions, like I mentioned already in my disclaimer at the beginning of this reading, please take these predictions with a grain of salt. Even if I say a particular thing that might happen in the future, it's a might, not a confirmed. Okay, nothing is set in stone. It is just implied by the energy. Okay, energy is still constantly changing and the universe is always working, and JEONGWOO and Doyoung still have their own free will of choice. That is what tarot does. It just reads based off current energy. Okay. On that note, if there, excuse me, if there's anything you want to manifest out of the predictions that I mentioned today, I say it with everyone here. Do not talk about it. Please don't live tweet it. Please do not live tweet any of this, especially the predictions. If you want it to manifest, claim it into the heavens, to the universe, whatever, and just set the intention. And on that note, forget about it. Don't talk about it again. Don't think about it. All right. Excuse me. So, wasn't there a prediction question from the pair? There is. That's why I'm getting into predictions now, because she's asking any projects we can expect from the two. So, let's go. Is there anything that we can expect from the two? Any projects that we can expect from the two? All right. All right. Anything that we can expect from the two? Thank you. All right, this one. You're going to get this in the web drama. You're going to see something very mind-blowing in the future in the web drama. I think I just got spoiled a scene. Yeah, I just got spoiled a scene in my head. Oh my goodness. The universe just spoiled a scene. Why you do that? That's not what I was expecting. Oof. All right. Okay. Oof. Lord, I don't want to. No. Oh my God. Okay, I guess. Thanks, universe. I'm not going to spoil it. I got spoiled, but I'm not going to spoil it. Yeah. The way I just saw a really quick scene in the web drama. Damn it. That just kind of took away my reaction. No, I'm probably sure I'm going to react the same way when I finally see it. But spill, Jan, spill. I'm not going to spill the details, but there will be something between at least those two involved. There will be other members there, but there's just going to be something about those two. Have fun. I'm not gonna share the details, but there's gonna be something very intense between the two. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say any more because that's a spoiler already. So let us not do that. I'm not gonna say. Excuse me. Again, don't spoil anything for me. I still have not watched the cookie video. After this, I am going to react to the cookie video and put it on my Patreon. So do not talk about it. Do not talk about it. I still need to watch the cookie video. Do not talk about it. Don't spoil it for people who have not watched the cookie video either. because I have not yet. Anyway, moving forward, is there any other projects we can expect from the two of them? Oh boy. Huh. Is it because I focused? Okay, you know what? I'm going to retract that real quick. Why do you keep showing me that scene? Give me something else. Give me something else, please. I don't want to know. I don't want to know about the web drama. Spirit, I am a reactor. Why are you spoiling? Okay. Wow. Okay. So, all right. That's interesting. So in the future, let me just hold on. Let me reach that there. Okay. Let me see. In the future, let's see, I knew that acting gig, not the acting gig, but the way they're acting from the web drama, it's gonna benefit Olive Treasure at this point. We're here for it. This is literally why Olive Treasure acting is gonna benefit them in the near future, because I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actors coming out of Treasure. Half of Treasure are actors? Like actors. Bro, listen. Yeah, and I won't share the other 4. I'm pretty sure you can already indicate who it'll be, but I do see DOYOUNG landing gigs. I see JEONGWOO landing gigs as well. But 6 out of 12 Treasure members are going to be actors, like in their actual, resume per se. So because DOYOUNG, JEONGWOO, JIHOON, YADAME, HANSOK, and JEONG. I'm not going to say who else. I'm just going to say for now JEONGWOO and DOYOUNG because of this is their reading. So I'll say it that way. I'll leave it at that. Anything else? What is this? Oh, I mentioned this before for JEONGWOO. JEONGWOO, excuse me, is going to be on a show. It's like how do I say this? It's like a Tasty Road. This is an older download that has not come to fruition yet, but it's like Tasty Road. I don't know if you know that show, but it's pretty much just like idols that go around and kind of share what's good to eat around Korea, or at least Seoul, or even further. It depends where they go. But yeah, Tasty Road, it's pretty much like an eating show, which is very suitable because Jung was really good at talking about food. So I swear to God, they are giving everything but a comeback. They're going to give a comeback. Stop saying that. Don't say that. You're literally manifesting that. Don't say that. Let's retract that. Retract those. They are going to come back. If you keep saying that, then they're not going to. Words have power. Words have power. Please don't. Okay? If you really believe they're not going to come back soon, then they're not. JEONGWOO can elaborate the taste of food. We need that in a food show. Exactly. That's what I was implying. That JEONGWOO's just really good at describing what he's eating and whatnot. I'm shaking my head. I'm shaking my head. Don't do that. If you really want it to happen, then you're gonna believe it. You're gonna have to believe it. Find your monies. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so yeah, tasty road. Anything else in the future for them? It's like they're not really okay. Oh, this is another old download, but still has not come into fruition, obviously. So I mentioned a while back that one day in the future, Treasure is going to have a concept which is very similar, not similar, but kind of like inspired. I'll just say that word. It's inspired by iKON's What You Doing music video. Like, you're gonna see Treasure with like partners in a cute way, nothing too crazy, just really sweet and heartfelt and cute and whatnot. So that's gonna happen one day. I can't say if that's soon, but I just see this in the future, that in the, again, Treasure is going to have like a concept or some kind of content or footage. It could be even a music video that will be inspired in a very sweet way. So yeah, this has come back. I haven't had this download in a while. So now that it is kind of like back into the downloads, this is probably in the works, or at least in the discussion again. So yeah, you're going to see Treasure with partners, which is going to be cute. Yeah, I'll leave it at that because I saw. No, shut up, Jan. Don't say anymore. Don't say anymore. You don't want everyone to freak out. You don't want everyone to freak out. Oops. Okay. Anything else that you can share with me that involves DOYOUNG and JEONGWOO? Hi. Yes. Uh-huh. We're reading. I mentioned that to you. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Later. Yeah. Okay. Are the partners, was that Jason? Yeah. Jason. Are the partners actresses, extras, or some of the new girl group? I'm not gonna dig into that, but yeah. Okay. Suits? Oh, are they gonna go for the suit and tie look soon? Oh, please. Oh, please. Don't kill me now. Don't kill me now. Don't kill me now. Oh boy. All right, suit and tie look in the future. That's Suit and tie look. Wow. Suit and tie look. Not ready for that. Not ready for that. Definitely not ready for that. I saw white suits. White, all white, all white. The all white just does something. I'm not gonna lie. The all white just does a lot. All white, all of them. Sheesh. Actual princes. Yeah. Is it for a comeback or for the award shows? It looks like a comeback, but I don't know that for sure. Because what I saw, it's like content or footage, so it looks like it's part of a music video. But now that you mentioned DL, you said, is it for the award shows? Because some award shows will have like the VCR, right? The content, like the recorded stuff that kind of puts the aesthetic for the performance. So it could be either or. It could be part of the music video, and it could also be implied as maybe like an interlude coming from for a performance. You know what I mean? So it could be either way. It could be either or. So just what I saw was like a content. It looked very cinematic. So again, it could be part of a show, but it could also be a music video. So it depends. But just expect that very, 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 very soon you're gonna see Treasure in the all white. In the all white. And I mean actually suit and tie, because they all wore blazers, they all had the actual tie, and yeah, it's gonna be something. Okay. Ooh, Doyoung, Jonghwan, JEONGWOO, Haruto. Magne line? Magne line? Someone book a Magne line reading. Pali. Someone book a Magne line reading. Pali. No, I'm kidding, but not really. Wow, Magne line. Okay, yeah. Doyoung, JEONGWOO, Jonghwan, Haruto. What's happening from the Magne line? What is happening here? What is happening here? Hi, Ara. Oh, hello, Magne line. There is going to be a special Magne line V Live. I don't know when. But there's going to be a V Live. It's going to be a V Live with the babies. The actual babies of Treasure. I mean, they're all babies, but you know what I mean. The babies of Treasure. There's going to be a V Live pretty soon. I don't want to jinx it, but pretty soon. I don't know what they're going to do, but yeah, there's going to be a Magne line V Live, which is sweet. Powerful Magne line. Agree. They're gonna need supervision for real. Well, the way I imagine it, it's like I just imagine Doyoung kind of like being the calmer one. Well, I don't know, maybe both Doyoung and actually, you know what? Out of the four, depending on what's going on, Doyoung, Haruto, and Jongwon could be like the most calm, and then you have JEONGWOO. Just kidding. Okay, anyway. Baby, adult, baby, Lobos. Wow, that's so funny, Dave. Baby, adult, baby, low voice, baby. It's wow, a winning comment. I love that one so much. Freaking A, man. That is a good one. You kill me. that one so much. I can't. I need to put that on a t-shirt. I need to put that on a t-shirt. Someone put that on a t-shirt. I will literally pay you money. I will literally pay you money for that. Baby, adult, baby, low voice, baby, and super cute. Can't deal. You guys are funny. I cannot. You guys are hilarious. You kill me, guys. Make I can't. That's too good. Oh, what is this? So, rocket ship. I saw in an old download that I had, there was going to be merch that was like, that had a rocket and like a treasure and like a moon, but this is different. I think, you know what it is? You know what it is? It is the continuation of, it is a continuation of Boy. What the heck? In another reading, I said there's going to be continuation of I Love You. Now there's a continuation of Boy. I'm going to assume. So why I say that is because of, so if you have watched my reaction and my analysis of Boy music video, I made that indication that that diamond that they have in the music video is pretty much like what they built in terms of the rocket, right? Or like the rocket to send out to the universe and do the treasure effect or whatever. So it's going to be a continuation of that concept. Though we've already kind of implied that, how many times, like even I have addressed that even with the rendezvous thread, which I still have to finish. But on that note, it's going to continue off because I said there was also going to be a continuation of the I Love You era, but that's much more of like the storyline. Now, the continuation of Boy is much more about the plot continuing. Make sense? Or the concept thinking. So, continuation of Boy and a continuation of I Love You. Interesting. Because if you think about it, none of those music videos or eras kind of tie in together. Like Boy was its own thing, I Love You was its own thing, was its own thing, and so was My Treasure. But they all shared a similar motive. Make sense? So now it's like different continuations of each story or of each concept. I don't know if I'm even making myself clear. Does that make sense? Anyway, yeah, it's going to be a continuation. And what I saw is a rocket. And it just kind of told me it's part of the continuation concept of Boy. So each song has its own storyline. Yes. Or at least, yeah, pretty much. Okay, anything else? Here we go. DOYOUNG stands. Where you at? DOYOUNG stands. Where you at? So you're going to hear. He's gonna post. I don't know if it's Weverse. I don't know if it's Twitter or VLive. I don't know. He's gonna post either way on social media. And this post is going to be him playing the piano. Literally, you're not just an audio, okay? You're gonna see him play something. You're actually gonna see him play. So Doyoung stands. Yeah, you're actually gonna see him like with the actual angle of him playing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So he's gonna post actually very soon. Very soon. Well, I don't want to tell you exactly when because you guys are going to dwell on it. I know you guys. I always tell you to not think about it too much, but I know you do. I know you guys do. You guys still dwell on it. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you when, but it will be soon. It will be soon. Okay. Anything else? This is not a JEONGWOO and Asahi reading, but I see JEONGWOO coming up with something with Asahi, like for fun. A cover of some sort? What? A JEONGWOO and Asahi cover? It's not a JEONGWOO and Asahi reading, but that's fine. I'm down for any other download. Yeah, JEONGWOO and Asahi. You're gonna get like a tease of something, and they're like gonna do a cover of some sort. Okay. Doyoung and Jonghwan. Again, this is not a Doyoung. We have a Dohwan reading this coming week, but anyway, yeah, Doyoung and Jonghwan dancing, bro. JEONGWOO and Asahi, and then we have Doyoung and Jonghwan. What is going on here? Okay, let's go. So lots of stuff are gonna come from the two of them, or from Treasure in general. But yeah, is that all you're gonna give me today? Oh, that's it. I figured. Okay, so we're gonna end the predictions here. I think that was pretty much a good amount already. Yeah, we are gonna end that. We're done with the predictions. Now let's pull some overall advice for the two and for the viewers. What is the overall advice for the two and for the viewers? Have faith in your dreams. Who was the one that said, who was the one that I called out again? Who was the one I called out again? Was it you? Rose eating candles. That was you, right? I said to claim it, not to be pessimistic. Here's your card. Have faith in your dreams. If you want them to come back, believe it. If you want a comeback, believe it. Let's not throw in your words have power, okay? Have faith in your dreams. All right. The end of a tough cycle. The end of a tough cycle approaches. All right. Oh, interesting. Balance spirituality and practicality. Okay, this is ultimately saying to if you guys have been stressed out, or if the treasure babies have been stressed out, then they need to just chill out for a little bit. Chill out. Okay, Gibbous Moon, you're very close to achieving your goal. All right. Last, I'm going to pull one more. What else? Ooh. New start is coming. There you go. All right. Have faith in your dreams. Remember, have faith in your dreams. A new start is coming. Okay. So, on that note, we have finally concluded the reading. We have finally concluded the reading. To the payer of this reading, thank you so much. I really appreciate you supporting this channel by booking a reading with me. Thank you also for the questions. For every single one of you that has tuned in, either from the beginning or from if you just got in, thank you as well. If you just got in, the replay of this reading will be here for a week or so, and then it's going on Patreon. All right. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It has been fun. Yeah. Thank you guys. Tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. I will be back live and I will be reading Blackpink finally. What are the odds of that? Blackpink reading is happening. So if you're into Blackpink as well, I'll be live around the same time, maybe earlier actually. I'm going to try to go earlier because group readings are always long. So if you're into Blackpink, I will be back sooner, an earlier time, and I will read what's in store for those 4 girls. Other than that, thank you so much. If you're waiting for the next treasure reading, I will be reading DOYOUNG again and Jongwon. So tomorrow I'll be reading Blackpink, and then the day after tomorrow I'm gonna be reading DOYOUNG and Jongwon. So fun times. So I'll see you then. Other reactions are coming in. I will be reacting to the, what am I doing? The cookie video for Namgogidam, or the web drama. That's going into the Patreon as well. Jen, are your previous treasure readings posted in Patreon? Yes, all the private ones here are now going to be in Patreon publicly. So yeah, you have to be on Patreon to access the old readings. I just made it that way. So yeah, pretty much a lot in store. Reaction videos are coming up for the patrons here. Thank you again too. Yeah, really appreciate it. A lot of stuff is coming in starting tonight, tomorrow, and ongoing. So thank you guys so much. Can never be thankful enough. But I'm gonna get going. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's showing as unavailable to me though. I don't know. I haven't had any other complain. Everyone else told me it works. So I don't know. DM me again. Are you the one that DM'd me on Patreon, Treasure Maker? Are you the one that messaged me on Patreon about it? DM me and let me know which reading in particular you're trying to access. Oh, okay. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Just DM me on Patreon. Okay. Bye, guys. I'm going to get going. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. I appreciate it. All this. What's that? Okay. Bye, guys.